All right, y'all, good morning. What is up? Welcome back to the Real TN Fishing YouTube channel. Got fish jumping everywhere out here this morning. Man, beautiful, calm, pretty. I think it is supposed to rain today, so I'll keep this short so we can hit the water. One jumping right there. We are back up here. We're gonna go up in the river gorge again. I have the transducer on. I'm gonna see if I can get it working properly. So even if I can't, we're gonna go extra slow and extra careful today because this is a redemption trip. But yeah, nothing any different than what we do any other day. We have some catfish rods with us. We have some red worms up on the front of the boat. Got some medium shiners, and I do have this, a new little rod locker. So I do have a few open face and a few bait casters with me. So yeah, we're just gonna go out here. We're gonna fish. We're gonna be safe. We're gonna have fun. And we're gonna get some redemption for last time we were up here. We're gonna try not to break anything today, so yeah. So yeah, let's get straight to it. And man, I wish I would have got out here just a tad bit earlier, but that's all right. We're still out here. So as always, I appreciate y'all tagging along. And man, let's go fishing, y'all. All right, guys, so as you can see, we got our water temp, which says it's 73, and I thought, man, that's probably not right. And now I stuck my hand in the water, and that water's hot. Like, that water's not cool, that water's hot. But that right there is what we're looking for. We're sitting in about 10 foot of water right now. So yeah, that's what we wanted. So let's be safe and let's get let's get after it. All right, guys, so since we're in about 49 foot of water, water temp is currently 76 degrees, which is rather warm, but we've had a lot of rain. I mean, a lot of rain. We're at like 250% worth of rain for the month of May, which today is the last month of May. But so yeah, we're just gonna troll along the bank here, and we're just gonna do some live bait fishing. I'm not doing anything crazy today. I'm just coming out here, try to get my mind off of some stuff. So yeah, let's get baited up. We may throw a little topwater this morning too. I do have a prop frog with me tied on one of my rods. So that was I've seen it. I think that's a gar. It is a gar. It's a big old gar. I don't know how well I've got him hooked. That was on a topwater frog, y'all. I seen his shadow. Boy, that's a big old gar. Look at that. Well, that's all right, y'all. That was a big old gar. I wish I'd have got him in the boat. Man, my net just really isn't that big. But as soon as I spotted him on the edge of the grass there, and I casted a perfect cast, and sure enough, man, that was a big old gar. Man, I wish we'd have got him in the boat. I'll show y'all. There's 3 hooks, but I think all I had was that single hook in him. That definitely would have been one of the biggest gar I've ever caught in my life. I was not expecting to catch one. Usually, where there's one, there's more. Gar usually swim in pairs, from what I've noticed throughout my time fishing. Just roll back over here. Probably should have just tried to flip him up in the boat. That was cool. That was really cool. Let's see. Whoop, about fell in the water, y'all. This is about where I caught him at. Just right on the edge of those weeds there. Or, well, grass, weeds, whatever you want to call it. But when it hit, I knew it wasn't a bass because there was no splash. He immediately grabbed it and pulled it under. And we'll keep looking. Crazy thing is I've been talking to my buddy Will about wanting to catch some gar, and he's made me some homemade gar lures, and and I know what he's gonna say. Will, I know you're watching this. He's gonna tell me if I'd have had that homemade lure, I'd have landed him. So one thing I have noticed with gar though, they do not like topwater lures. So if you ever see one and you want to try to catch it, all you got to do is throw a prop frog or a whopper plopper or a hula popper, something that just makes a lot of disturbance, and they will strike it. Now, will you get the hook set on them? Nah, that's a different story. But if you're using something with a treble hook, you probably will. But a single hook, probably not. We'll roll the camera for a few more seconds here and see. Trying to stay out of the grass. We had another topwater strike probably about 10 minutes ago. He hit it twice. And like I said, this water's 75 plus degrees. This water's hot. Got an osprey right here. And you've got this crane, watch. Hey, y'all play nice over there. Oh, this is cool. Just seen another gar. I didn't get it on camera, but as soon as I threw this in front of him, he struck for it. But like I said earlier, where it's a single hook, you're gonna struggle to get them. Here we go. Sunday morning fight night here. There's a big old gill. No red ear. That bluegill. Try to catch a couple more and we'll do a little catfishing. Ooh, that was close. How about went in that tree right there? Let's see how quick we can get another one. So this is a bluegill, y'all. This is a good sized bluegill. Heck yeah, it is. That's a Mondo gill. Holy cow. Man. Uh-oh. Let's see. Come on. Can I get you out? I have to get into my bag. Man, look at that, y'all. Man, that's a big old bluegill. Let me get my pliers. Move my glasses out of the way here, y'all. It's been a slow morning. We've had a few bites, but I decided I was going to switch over and do some catfishing, which I don't know how much luck we'll have today because they are spawning. The water's really, really warm here in Tennessee. All right, let's see if we can get this out of him. There we go. Well, that's a big old bluegill, y'all. What do you think? You think he's 9 inches? I bet he's every bit of it. Close to it. Let's see. Fix your tail, bud. Right at... He's almost 8. I said 9. It's a big old gill. Well, trying not to get finned here. Calm down, calm down. Wait, you're trying, ain't you? Ow. There we go. I don't know. He's pretty big. Nah, he's too big. We're gonna let that guy go. There he goes. I don't know. I said it last time we did some catfishing up here. I only like to catch what I need for the day, but also I don't really like killing the big bluegill. It's like, oh well, is the smaller ones, is they easier to kill? It's not that. I don't know. There's plenty of small ones. I'm not saying there's not plenty of big ones, but they're a lot harder to come by than the little ones. And they are for me anyway. So we'll try to catch a couple more. And then right back here, there's an eddy off of the main channel. It's fairly deep. That way we're out of the current and we're out of the main channel. That way, if the boat traffic starts picking up, then we don't have to necessarily worry about them. So there we go, y'all. That's still a good sized gill, just from the way it's fighting. That's perfect size right there. That's what we're looking for. Not too big, not too small. So that's 2. It's really 3, but I'll let the 8-inch one go. We'll try to catch one more. And the cool thing is if I don't use all 3, they can stay alive inside of that. And I can always put them back. So there we go, y'all. That's how easy, once you find bluegill, that's how easy it is to catch them. He might be a good one to put on hole. So that's 3. Should we catch one more? Try to catch one more? Well, there we go. It's always nice when you just shake it and it corrects itself. Which this isn't realistically the spot I wanted to start to try to catch bluegill at. I've seen bluegill all morning long along the bank and by these docks and stuff. So here we go. See if we can get another one. He may end up robbing me. Too soon. I pulled the trigger. That's okay though. Let's get another worm on here and we'll try again. All right, y'all. Rebaited. We're just gonna throw right back out in that same spot right there. Let's see how long it takes. Immediate. Something's already, there we go. Just like that, y'all. Telling y'all, bluegill are not hard to catch. It's another red ear. No? Yeah, that's another red ear. Well, that's a pretty one right there. Pumpkin seed, red ear. We'll put him in here. I may, before I decide to start catfishing, I may have waited too late in the day or in the morning. There's some good sized fish in here. Or a good sized bluegill. See, look at that already. Like I said, once you find them, they're not hard to catch. And realistically, he's a better size. I will swap him out for one of the big ones. We'll let this big dude right here go. Getting some wake here. Now, in a pond or a lake, it's a little different, but on the river, just about everywhere holds bluegill. Now, obviously, you're not going to catch them every single place you cast, but anywhere along the bank, especially in the late spring, early summer months, you can almost guarantee that you can catch bluegill. Bluegill are fun to catch, especially when you're not catching anything else. So we'll mess with the gills for a few more minutes. We've got enough bait. We've got plenty of bait, actually. And yeah, like I said, we're just gonna go just directly straight back through the Bimini there. We're gonna go back there and fish that eddy, so we may actually just go ahead and do that before we completely run out of time, because even though it's supposed to rain, there will still be boat traffic today. I've not seen any hardly so far, just except for the past 30 minutes, but if the sun's shining, and the sun doesn't even really have to be shining, as long as, I'll put this on continuous, crank the speed up. As long as people can make it to the water, they're going to be on the water. And I say it all the time. It's one of the only downsides of only being able to fish on the weekends. Because realistically, if you're going to fish, you'd rather fish during the week while everybody's at work. But I do enjoy my weekends off, so we'll troll up here, and I'll actually show you from a few years ago, actually in this boat, this fish right here. That is my buddy Will that I got the boat from, and that is a, I can't remember the exact weight, but that's a 40+ pound blue that he caught just right up here. Now, we caught that one in October, but that year, I think it was 2020 or 2021. It was right around COVID, but, and I've caught a few decent sized ones right here. But as far as I know, just from experience, this is one of the deepest spots of the Tennessee River. Because just off to the right where it hits the channel, it's like 120 foot plus. Now, I'm sure there's probably deeper spots, but anyway, that's enough of me rambling. We'll get up here, set up shop. Got a different rod with us today, so I'll show that to you and we'll get to it. All right, guys. So, well, crud. Let's see if I can get this off without having to let my bluegill down. So what we're going to do is we're going to use see if I can get him on here. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use him whole. So just going to hook him just like that. And this is the rod that I don't use a whole lot. it's a PC Fun Alios, but it's the 300 size instead of the 400 size like what we usually use, and they are with us. So I'm not believing my depth finder. It's saying I'm in like 28 foot of water. So we'll drop down. Must be an undercurrent. Must be, I don't know. The wind's picking up, but must be a bit of an undercurrent today. I don't know. But we're gonna use that one, and then we'll just use one of our regular 400 size Alioses that we use, and then we'll use cut bait on this one. But we'll see what happens. I don't know, the water's acting funny. But the water in an eddy will swirl because it's off of the main channel. As you can see, it comes back in and around. So, but it doesn't move with the current. It'll sit and swirl in spots. But what it does is dead fish get pushed into these eddies, and that'll cause fish to come up and feed on them. So that's what we're hoping for. We'll try this spot. If this doesn't work, we'll head back upriver towards the boat ramp, and we'll find another spot up there. That right there is uncalled for because they got the whole channel out there, and I'm fixing to catch these waves. Oh boy. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for me. As you can see there in that last video clip, that boat got really close to me, and then as soon as I cut my camera off, another one came directly behind it. Like I said, there's no need for that. You got the whole river out towards the channel and then some.